Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Taylor Heinicke and the Washington football team taking on Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter returning it, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heinicke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Heinicke. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Heinicke out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their do-it-all quarterback in his 5th season now from BYU. It's Taysom Hill. And Kamara with a carry there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hill looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Hill. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. DeAndre Carter back deep. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
A first down throw for Heineke.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago. 4 catches, 56 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Heineke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Heineke. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
On 2nd and 2, Hill. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Hill. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A give. This is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Hill. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the play fake, and now Heineke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. After 1 on EA Sports. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Heineke now. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heineke to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Coming left, it's Ingram. Room here to run. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Kamara trying the right side. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, 2nd quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Washington on third down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Callaway, the return man. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drop into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. A second down throw for Heineke.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
On play action, Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Callaway, the return man. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense.
He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Hill.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hill.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. 3rd and 2, Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll see, we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll throw complete there to Thomas.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A 10th carry for Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hill now to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Gibson.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Heineke.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hill, a throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On 2nd down and 4. Hill, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Hill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing. Heineke.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Heineke on first down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And here's a give to Gibson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Hill. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Hill. Dancing to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Hill. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
Here's Hill.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Kamara. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Hill. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hill.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Hill. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Rondale Moore.
His 2nd touchdown of the season.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. after the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Here's Carter now on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On first down, Gibson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On third down, here's Gibson.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Spotlight turning back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense.
And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Caught right side. It's Lewis.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pass complete, Thomas.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Hill. And Lewis has it, the tight end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?